This, take my glasses out of my mouth, put them on my face. This is the Vevor sander. I have a couple very similar. So I'm going to do a quick unboxing.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
Some sandpaper. These are nice. They're actually mesh. Wow. Nice cord. I gotta say, very nice cord. That's actually kind of sweet. Okay, I'm impressed again because even though it's cheap, I'm gonna say the next thing that's very nice is this hose. And if you've watched my video from my other sanders, the hose that comes with them are absolutely terrible. And not because they're just cheap, but because they're too thin. And you turn your vacuum on and they just start whistling. So this is a major upgrade. It's a little stiff. And then the actual sander. And that's all that's in the box. Unless there's something underneath it. Directions are already out. Oh, nothing else in there. So here's the sander. It's a little beefier than my other one. It's a little bigger. The vacuum system looks better. Let me grab the other one. Okay, here's the other one. And the Vevor, they're about the same. I'm going to say the Vevor is about a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch shorter. It's a little, I don't know, it just looks nicer. This is I made this hose. These are 3D printed, and this is actually for a dishwasher that I had laying around, and I 3D printed an adapter for it that fits on this vacuum. The hoses that come with these vacuum, it's too small of a diameter. But basically they look, you know, it's similar. I do like that this cord on this is kind of unpluggable and interchangeable. This is really kind of nice. It's a standard, but it's locking, but it's a standard like computer electronic one, just a 2-pin instead of a 3. There's no ground, which is a little scary. It is brushless. About the same weight. This almost feels heavier, but I don't think it is. They feel about the same. I wouldn't call them premium in any way, shape, or form, but they're not terrible. This is a bonus. It's kind of stiff and junky, but at least it's the proper diameter that you can actually use. I guess it just slides on here like so. Yeah. And it rotates, and it's kind of nice. The one thing, and the only real reason I bought this, it was on a Black Friday sale direct from Vevor, is the pads. And I'm not going to bother taking it off, but I can show you. Some of these come with the screw built into the pad. And this one, the screw and the stud are part of the motor. The problem with this is, as I wrote on here, they wobble. When they cast these, and they're cheap, and this one isn't a cheap, this is actually supposedly a decent brand name. Maybe not this one, there's another one. I bought like 4 of these. They don't always get this stud straight in the pad when they mold this pad. So the pad wobbles, or it gets wobbly. Where supposedly, with this kind, with the Vevor, which by the way, this is quite a bit cheaper. This is about 30 bucks cheaper. This is about 100. I think I paid 100 bucks, but they're normally about $135. I got it for $100 off. See, this is a nice stud. You know, a bolt going into the motor. There's no preformed stud. So in theory, this shouldn't wobble. Or wobble as much, at least. Whether I can get replacement pads for this, I don't know. I haven't looked yet. I'm going to have to go look right away, but it was on sale. It was a spur of the moment thing, so I bought it. Comes with some sanding discs. These are actually kind of nice. They're net, which is nice. Everyone's gone to these net sanding pads because they vacuum. It is a 6-inch. I think they sell a kit that's a 6-inch and a 5-inch. That's what I thought I bought. Maybe not. I can't remember if I did or not. I was going back and forth between them, so I may not have. Because it was cheaper. And I can always buy the pad later. So, without actually running it. Oh, the other thing I do want to check is if it's got a brake. Because the other thing I don't like about this one, this cord is really kind of nice. It's really long. Let's plug them both in. Alright, so here's my current one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 15 to 16 seconds to shut off. This one, I believe, has a brake. Yeah. Like instant. That is sweet. That's at full speed, which you can hear it. I'm going to say of the two, it's a little bit lower. Oops, turn it off. It's a hairy bit lower. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, which is nice. I kind of like the head of this one better, where it narrows out right here for my hand, the way I hold them. But it's just being nitpicky. I'm going to play with this and give a more full review, but all in all, I'm going to say of these two, just looking at it now without using this, I'm going to choose this one most of the time. I may change my mind after actually spinning this up and trying to sand with it. So we'll find that out later. Okay, couple things, little update. Started recording that video a couple of days ago. It is now Christmas Day. Between now and then, I did get to use it a little bit. It's Christmas Eve, blah, blah, blah. Didn't get a whole lot of time on it, but I did get to use it a little bit. It's pretty nice. I did start thinking about it. I don't know, I think I mumbled somewhere in the video, and we'll go back to it, that I actually ordered the kit that has the 5-inch and the 6-inch, not just the 6-inch. And I went back and researched, and I did. And I also ordered it through Amazon, not direct from Vevor. Uh, I thought I'd do it. I kept going back and forth. The day it was on sale, I went back and forth, looking at it between ordering it direct and ordering it through Amazon. And Amazon had a better price. It was actually like $5 less for it on Amazon with the 5 and the 6 than it was for just the 6 on Vevor. So I ordered it through Amazon. Anyway, I only got the 6. I just tracked it, blah, blah, blah. I ordered the 5 and the 6. I talked to Amazon. They have no problems returning it. But it's Christmas Day. I was hoping I could just get pads and not return it. Because to be honest, I've only used it maybe 15, 20 minutes. But I kind of like it. It is smoother. It is a little bit nicer. Again, I haven't used it long enough to really do a review. I will do a full on, usage review after I've used it a little bit on how nice it is. But or how bad it is. But for now, I don't want to return it. One, I started using it. I mean, yeah, I could be a jerk and return it all covered in sawdust, and they'll just turn around and resell it to someone on Amazon all covered in sawdust, and it'll just be a nightmare. Machine's fine. The 5-inch pads aren't a big deal to me. It was still on sale, so it was still cheaper. I'm gonna try and hit Vevor and see if I can just get the pads. If not, I'm probably just gonna keep it. Even though I kind of got screwed because all they're going to do is refund me and I got to buy it again and then it's going to be more expensive because it's no longer on sale. So it's just, and it's still, I mean, it was still reasonably inexpensive for what it is. So, I mean, as long as it lasts. So for now, I'm just going to leave it alone. I'll update it in the video when I go to do a final review, probably in a couple weeks to a month. Again, I'm not working a lot because of my shoulder. It's a lot better. It's pretty much done, almost done healing, but just being careful with it. Anyway, I will update later, but I had to let you know that I didn't get the right one, but that wasn't really Vevor's fault. That was Amazon's fault. If that makes sense. Anyway, subscribe, like the video, do all that stuff so you can see the future, what we actually think of that unit. Have a great Christmas.